No, we don't want to do that. All right, so I should be live in both places, hopefully now. Maybe. You guys can hear me, hopefully. I think I got everything all set up. Let's get over here to this browser, though. All right, so Quakecon's supposed to be starting here anytime now. Like, they are doing
looks like
ESO stuff, I think is what this is supposed to be. Like, I don't know what this is in ESO. Like, I have no idea.
If you don't roll, but for players
welcome
worked
to
out,
the live
shouldn't
stream.
pose a problem.
We'll pause it. So, like, this is the only bad thing about doing Twitch is that you don't know, like, when it's going to, like, kick off, and you can't rewind for whatever reason. Like, this is a very long string. It's been going on since about 4 p.m., so it's been going for over 2 hours. Anyhow, they just kind of switch it up, but they're doing ESO, and then Fallout 76 is supposed to start. So, hopefully, we'll be getting into that. Let's see here. Let me see who all's in here real quick, and we'll welcome all you guys in. Thank you guys for all the likes already. My goodness. 90% of you guys are ready for September 3rd there. Kashi, welcome. Sandra, welcome. Gabriel, welcome. And you're very welcome. No problem. I'm glad to help. Happy to help. Let's see here. Commander, welcome. Rebecca, welcome. Z-Boy, welcome. Hokey, welcome. Hey, welcome back. So let's go ahead and we'll push play on this bad boy. If it's too loud or something, you need you guys to be turned up, let me know. I'm happy to do that. Gary, welcome. How are you?
Moving on to the crystals now. Remember, all 3 of these crystals have to be killed within 10 seconds of each other, so they're going to get this center one low, but not kill it, and then they're going to go kill the other 2, come back and finish the one in the center.
Gary, how are you? Ro, welcome. How are you? I generally don't bother with any level past 100.
It's interesting to see, too. We talked about the raid comp a little bit earlier.
I don't really care.
The Arcanists, another huge benefit to using Arcanists on this fight is their shield. Their shield's spammable for chain lightning and for fluctuating current, which is why when we're looking at this DK bar setup, we see a damage dealer with both hardened armor and contingency on it.
Like,
to survive chain lightning and
like,
to survive fluctuating current, especially safely and consistently, making some of those sacrifices become super worthwhile.
It's time. I know it's past time. It's 6 p.m.
10 seconds until the knot fracture now. We'll see if they'll make it into the room before that happens. They're definitely going to try. The AoE popping up right about now, and it looks like he's going to wait to fracture. They'll lose a little bit of time here, but probably
maybe next year we can go, and then that way we can
throw a little last-minute roll dodge just
to
make sure.
For sure.
You hit 150 today and bought a bunch of perk points.
So now the NA team we saw here, they said they did a very dangerous strategy.
I seriously don't understand it at all.
The Crystal Atros plus the double mini bosses on the tank.
I can't wrap my head around it.
Didn't quite work out. It was a little bit too risky for him.
Gosh.
Because like they used to give you like 50.
And the mini bosses all in the entrance crystal. We're seeing it again, but with 3 Atros. This tank is a monster.
I don't know.
That is unbelievable. I mean, good burst for the group to get those Atros off the board, but I mean, the tank having the whole 3 Atros there for that long is unbelievable.
I play a tank, and I can't do that.
Douglas, welcome back. How are you?
They're ignoring the mini bosses too right now, and they're focusing the crystals first. Look, those minis are still up on the other side. They're going to kill the crystals and then bring the minis. That's insane. That's an insane amount of time that they're going to save.
How did you end up with, Hokey?
And they did it so cleanly and flawlessly.
Did you end up with enough to get like whatever you were trying to get, or no? Just curious. You're very well. Fantastic. Uh-oh. Did I do that? No, they did that.
There you go. The second crystal going down.
Let's see what everybody else is saying. Supposedly there was some ESO drops or something. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I would love if they did some drops over here on Twitch. It'd be nice if they did it so that way anybody's like watching the announcement could also get it. Like, if, people like me that's streaming it. I'm not obsessed, but I want it to level up some. I think I bought 4 sets, then I logged off. So you have enough to like level up 2 cards one time, or like to do a level 2 level up on 1 card or something. You need the perk coins too. Here we go. It's going away. Thank goodness. Here comes Fallout 76. Don't be saying stream over bye-bye. Better not be. Because it is time for this stuff to start. So what are you guys hoping they're going to actually announce? Do you guys have any hopes, dreams, future endeavors? Like, there's some type of secret announcement. Like, I got on to Chad. His name's not Chad. It's just the name of the podcast. It's the name of the channel. Anyway, like, I went on to his stream earlier. He was live from Twitch, like, just playing Fallout 76 while he was at not Twitch at Quakecon, and so I was watching it, and he said there's a secret announcement. So I was like, ooh, zero hopes or dreams. Ghoul date, that I would like to see. I was hoping we get a little bit more ghoul information. I was kind of hoping we'd get something about, like some information about Mischief Night, but that was before they broke my heart today with that announcement. So I guess we'll see. Bloodwire Radio, welcome back. How are you? Honestly, they've squashed all my hopes already. Me and you both, man. Me and you both. Zero hopes and zero dreams. Anything in Xbox store for Fallout 76? Not anything that I've seen, no. I actually forgot to go and look and see if they added in the extra the Adams bonus Adam things that they do, like where you have to buy Adams and then you get a free outfit or whatever. I didn't see any of that. Somebody's name is Mother Ducky. That is fantastic. Just finishing your dailies. Very nice, very nice. I was going to say, yeah, I got through mine super fast. They weren't too bad. They were not too bad. Let's see here. I blame this person, somebody says. I don't see where it's live anymore. I wonder what's going on. Well, I guess we'll find out sooner or later. I looked earlier and see nothing, don't know about now. Nick, welcome. Amelia, welcome. Why first no live stream? What do you mean, Amelia? I was going to say, this is Bethesda live stream, not mine. I'm just hanging out so that way I can do... Ooh, I got a raid. Who's raiding me? Mr. Morp. Thank you, Morp, for that raid, man. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed Morp's live stream there. Morp is fantastic. I sent my people over there, and he sent them back, it looks like. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Hashtag for Morp over there. Let's get that hashtag going. While we wait for freaking Bethesda to get their act together, we can still talk about all the good stuff. But yeah, I was hoping like that they maybe would tell us something to do with Mischief Night, but we're not getting anything like that. Like I was hoping maybe they would do something along the lines of like, are we going to be getting Spooky Scorched while we have Mischief Night? Will we get both of those? Like, is there anything else that you want to tell us about it? Now I'm hoping, that they, I don't know. I don't know what I'm hoping for at this point. I'd like to just hear something else new that we don't know about at this point. That's what I'd like. What's Quakecon? So Quakecon, LZR, VS, welcome by the way, and Rob, welcome back. Both you guys, Lone, welcome back. I took a break for a couple years, so I'd like them to put everything I missed in the Atomic Shop. There you go. Amelia, let me know what you meant by that. But anyway, thank you, Morp, so much for that. I appreciate it. For the raid back. Do that one there, and we'll do Mr. Morp, or Morp. Anyway, Emmanuel, welcome. How are you? So anyway, QuakeCon is Bethesda's version of their own Comic-Con. It's kind of like BlizzCon. Have you heard of BlizzCon for Blizzard? Like, it's their own. So it's QuakeCon. I don't really get why, like, they've not released a Quake game in years. Is Quake even owned by Bethesda? It's owned by ZeniMax, right? I don't even know. Anyway, Quake was never really my thing, so I didn't quite understand it for years. But yes, it's Bethesda's version of their own Comic-Con, basically. So people bring their computers, and then they face off against each other, and they have competitions in Quake. And that's the main point of it. But then they also do, like, announcements and stuff. And, like, the last time I saw stuff from them, the announcements weren't all that fantastic. And I was like, I don't really think it's worth me, shilling out, like, thousands of dollars just to go down there for this event. So I was like, I'll just, see what they do this year, because they hadn't really done anything big. Like, I feel like they did, like, anybody that's been around for a while and has watched QuakeCon, correct me or let me know if this is right. Did they at one time do, during Fallout 4, when Fallout 4 got announced, did they have a carnival that was set up and themed around Fallout? Like, it was a whole thing. Like, you could win, like, little prizes that were Fallout themed, and, like, I mean, like, they had, like, Ferris wheel and, like, all sorts of stuff set up. Like, it was crazy. But they had, like, this Doom announcement one time, and they gave away these Funko miniatures and it was a 3-pack, and it's the only way to get it was if you were at that announcement. Like, you had to be there in the audience to get it, so they only had like so many thousand made, and that was it. So like those used to be like a big collector's item. They were kind of cool looking. I liked them. I thought they were neat. Comic-Con and TwitchCon. Oh, well, there's like 1,000 cons, dude. I mean, like thousands of cons. Like, if you can think it, they have it. Like, they got horror cons, they got all sorts of stuff. There's anime cons, there's cons for Legos, like, I mean, like, everything. There's literally a con for just about everything. There's even cons for roller coasters. Like, I'm not even kidding you at all. It's insane. Like, they got cons for literally everything. So, if you can think it, they probably have it. I'm sure they probably got one for magazines. Let's see here. They need to squash some events that hardly anyone plays and add new ones. Oh, yeah. Can we get rid of Dogwood Die-Off, Gary? Let's do that one. Rad Wolf, welcome. What they're really going to talk about is how they're going to break Fallout even more than it is now and to permit blue and black screen. Only if it comes with Vault Boy doing this every single time it happens. That would be fantastic. Someone needs to be a con for con addicts. I was going to say, but that's why my name's Addiction. You guys don't know, but my actual company name is Nerdy Addiction because I cover everything. Like, I have a different channel that goes over, like, travel stuff. So, like, if I ever can get enough going on here, that channel, I'm going to start pushing more stuff over there. And then I'm going to start traveling and going to cons and stuff and doing all sorts of stuff. Like nerdy, anything nerdy. Like, there's a hotel that's, I think it's in Pennsylvania, and it's a Cartoon Network themed. I'm going to, like, travel there. Like, just do stupid stuff. You know, like, anything that's nerdy that people just need to know about. Like, that's what I want to do. It's supposed to have already started. They're having some type of technical difficulty, it says. I'm just going to click on this and make sure that we're in the right place. It says watch now. Yep. Let's see here. The stream network error. Let's see what they're. I'm trying to read what they're saying. No one tell chat the stream is still up. What? The live is working in Steam. I don't know how to get to that. Let's see if I can figure this out. Let's see here. Okay. I don't see it. News. I don't see it. All right, let's see here. Follow, maybe? I'm not logged in. Okay, well, that's fine. I guess they can't post the thing. Quakecon 20. Let's see here. Is this it?
Previous champion as well. There's a lot of pressure mounting right now for Wenger.
100%. And
can you guys see this okay?
Quakecon, you got to go through everyone. They've always said this, and if you're in the situation, you've got to deal with it. And that's the fact of the matter, right? And I think fatigue.
So there's that.
He's got Mega behind.
With a completely different sort of champions. There is still the challenge of he's going up against a ranger. We've seen the theme of this tournament, which is that orb into shotgun play, blowing up the lights. And that is a situation Wenger has to be wary of as well. But it is a far
I don't guess they know that it's not working.
Now going on to Awoken, where both these champions could be considered a tier 1 pick.
All right, well, we'll watch it here and then switch over if we need to. I'm wondering, like, it doesn't seem like it's live. There's no chat. Unless they just have it all turned off. Says it's a waiting room.
Because he's going to have to shake it off.
Oh, nice.
As we get
there it is.
Number 2 here. Don't punch me, please.
No, this is actually people playing. I don't want to watch this. All right, hold on. Does Bethesda know? Oh my God. Let's see here. Let's see if they announced anything anywhere. Because God knows. I'm going to just put Twitch is down. I don't know if he'll actually see that or somebody that works with him will and can let him know because he's the one that's running it. I don't even know how to get to it otherwise. Does anybody else have any links that they know that they can get to for it? Fallout Con? There needs to be a Fallout Con. We can make that happen. There's a thing that happens in Nevada every year. The live stream overall is down. I was going to say, people are saying that it's working on Steam. So I'm like, I don't know. Steam Live Quakecon. Five hours ago. Here's day 2.
For an ESO Noble Chair in Twitch.
I got filled with something. What do you have on?
Okay, so this looks like something. This is YouTube. It says the stream's broke. What's the, whatchamacallit? Okay. I can't figure out how to get to this thing. Let's just go into Google. Live stream on Steam for Quakecon. See, it's all YouTube. Quakecon. Slayers Club. Now, this is in Spanish. Like, I don't see any type of live stream in here. It's just the thing. Browse more. Good night. News. Ready or not? Well, that's not what I want. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Stream's bugged. There's Mr. Morp. Morp's like, I'm over here. Bad with salt. Yeah, where is the stream broadcast? Let's see here. I haven't seen any responses about it being down. Live stream overall is down. Wow, the event crashed just like 76. What a coincidence. So who all has built an awesome camp for the new camp? Oh, yeah. That's a good one there, USS. All the AP weight reduction pieces. Nukabat, welcome. Circa, welcome. Kira, welcome. Vi, welcome. LZRS, welcome. Dre, welcome. Darian, welcome. Let's see here. Lay, welcome. Patrick. It works fine on Cellular Stream app. What the heck is Cellular Stream app? Yeah, I do too. Definitely. Quakecon sale link. I'm on the Quakecon sale link. There's nothing here. Like, do you think you had to already be in? Is it this right here? Maybe this. Ah! View broadcast page. Wow, it's not glitchy at all. Oh my God, they're actually talking and we can't see any of it? Oh my God. I can't hear any of it either.
Not just super mutants or blood eagles or anything like that. You got ants, you got a whole bunch of creatures coming in. So yeah, it's just,
oh my God,
I feel like we've built something that you go into and actually have to kind of pay attention and do for across the whole caravan. Yeah, so.
This sucks.
This is actually really cool for us. So in the first year of the game, we had a lot of groups that role played as trading companies. And now if you're for role playing groups or people who want to like start their own trading company, you can go out there, you can run your own missions and stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, caravan running has been a theme that's prevalent in Fallout ever since Fallout 1, and 76 having their own Blue Ridge Caravan Company, which everybody loves. It's the perfect marriage. Let's get it into 76, so yeah.
I love it. I love it. So part of this update with Caravans is also Outposts.
Lacoste.
We mentioned it a little bit during the intro. I want to dive into that a little bit more. I believe we have some gameplay from this Outpost too. But before we dive into the gameplay, oh, there it is. Tell us more about the Outpost system.
So our Outpost system works kind of like, if you're familiar with how the houses work in Skyrim, right? Where you can earn this space, you can upgrade this space, you can decorate this space with different themes. What's different in ours is that you can also unlock specialty vendors that you can only access through this Outpost.
We'll head over to this one. We'll unmute this one.
What's going on there?
So
I'll see if I can rewind it after we get in. We'll find it somewhere.
The military unit.
Yeah, so he's friends with the young boy there, which I believe is one of our vendors as well. So you can also unlock them.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so players can expect to have this space that's kind of uniquely their own, and through moving through the caravan gameplay, they'll be able to upgrade it. Would upgrading the Outpost also kind of change the amount of, not amount, but the types of rewards from the vendors?
It'd be nice if they went back and fix this.
Yes, the different vendors sell different
types
of things.
I doubt very seriously they will.
So the more you play it, the more supplies you earn, the more agency you have to unlock more and more vendors for your Outpost.
Yeah, everything's kind of messed up, it seems like.
You basically use your supplies to gain access to higher tiers of those vendors, and those vendors will probably be expanded on in the future as well.
Yeah. Is that loud enough for you guys?
To the place. But the Decorator is one of the coolest vendors in here too, because we've got a number of different styles that you can go to. This is the military one. We have a cultist, we have an antique, and then also the
Thank you, Bob. Angry Nerd, welcome. Freddie, welcome.
Ken, you look like you had something.
I know the builders will want to know this. Will there be holiday themes?
Let's see here. Jennifer, welcome.
Interior of these.
Oregon, welcome. Quaid, welcome. MD, welcome.
The cool thing about caravans is how much room there is to take it in all kinds of directions.
They better not announce the secret or we couldn't watch it.
Probably.
I love that. I love that. Probably.
There will probably be holiday themes.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I guess since we were talking about the vendor who helps you with decorations, let's dive into who these vendors are a little bit more. So could you give us some of the names of the vendors who will populate the player's outposts?
Yeah, we got Josie, who's the Brahmin tamer, Iniki. I think Iniki's the ammo person. Yeah. Or no, Theodore. Sorry, Theodore is the ammo person. Then Iniki is the kind of like ammo scrap merchant of sorts. Yeah. So, but yeah, so they've got their own unique style, of course, just like any other NPC does in the game. They'll have conversations with you. You've got different dialogue trees you can go through, just like any other NPC. So, so yeah, that's kind of the rundown.
I love that. I love that. So who's your favorite vendor?
My favorite vendor is the Brahmin trainer, because I can make the Brahmin run faster. The faster a Brahmin runs, the more runs I can do, the more supplies I can get.
Okay.
Are you saying our players care about time to reward?
Yep.
You put me on the spot, Bill. We all know the answer to that one.
I mean,
the answer is yes.
We all do. We all want to make sure that the time that we're spending in the game that we love, we're also getting these awesome rewards, either from drops from different enemy types or from the vendors who we are excited to meet when
I was going to say a lot of technical errors. We haven't missed a whole lot.
Bill, did you have a specific favorite?
Yeah, I mean, Josie is it, but I will pick Theodore this time around because getting to that next tier and unlocking another quest that gets you access to another weapon in the game. I'll save the name for that and the exploration for you all to get that, but it's really cool. It's got a really new mechanic, or a new mechanic in the game, dealing with overheat. So as the more you actually use
what it is.
It gains more power and more damage, and you kind of have to manage that heat along the way. So yeah.
Are you talking about the V63 carbine?
Ooh. I was.
Nice.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit more in our combat rebalance section.
Everybody knows what it is.
There's been a lot
of
work
over the internet.
with combat ever since Skyline Valley dropped. So I want to dive into that V63 carbine a little bit because the new overheat mechanic is out. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, so let's go on to our next topic, which is probably one of the most not debated, but the most commented on updates in Milepost Zero is just legendary crafting, and we have some gameplay to kind of show what it looks like when you are crafting your own legendaries. So I want to start this off. Bill, why are we creating this new crafting system?
Why? Well, as John said earlier, it's about getting a little bit less of the RNG system that we spend time going to events, we spend time doing crafting to try to get these legendary weapons, and again, it's a lot of RNG in that system inherently. So this will allow players to not only acquire those the same way they acquired them before, but be able to now scrap those weapons in an effort to either get a loose mod or learn the recipe for that legendary effect, and then be able to apply it to the other weapons that they've acquired along the way.
Yeah. So like kind of right now, what you're seeing on screen is somebody attaching a new mod to their 3-star weapon, right?
Correct. And each of these mods has a different set of, I guess, requirements for it. So it won't just be script. It won't just be able to apply it to the other weapons that they've acquired along the way. Effects on that require
so like kind of right now, what you're seeing on screen is
we're actually mixing it up quite a bit to make more use of some of those items in the game that people have been hoarding for a long time. And each of these mods has a different set of players to look forward to.
Yeah.
I guess requirements
Bill
for it, so it won't just be script. It won't just be
items that they've collected for a long time have use beyond just kind of what their initial plan was. Could you speak a little bit more to that?
Sure. Yeah. So now players
they
can
finally got
scrap
YouTube
their
working as well.
Weapons, armor, and power armor, right?
We already know all this, yeah.
I know a lot of players will kind of sit on huge stacks of those for a while because they've already hit their script limit. However, now you're incentivized to scrap those because every time you scrap one of those pieces of gear, you have a really small chance to learn how to make one of the legendary mods on that weapon. So whichever one of you learns how to craft the bloodied mod first, it's like you're going to be swimming in caps, I'm sure. But that's another beautiful thing about this system is it sort of opens up a whole new economy for players too. And the players can sell or they can trade mods to other players. And it also opens up the possibility of, in future seasons or even in various events in the game, for players to earn specific mods to those events, which is really cool. We've never been able to do that before. So super excited about this system.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot about kind of giving the control to the players to kind of make sure that they're able to craft their own kind of play experience the way
I still don't know how the legendary crafting works apparently because I still haven't unlocked enough stuff.
I have a little bit and I love the new system, but I have to ask, what about Mama Murmurmurg? What are we going to do with her? We go and we buy her beautiful little gift boxes. And is she going to retire?
Absolutely not. She's
what are they doing with her?
Savvy business.
God, this looks so bad.
Person, mole miner,
and
will adapt to where the market goes.
Oh, she will adapt, you say?
That makes sense.
That's good.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. So like,
I hope that she sells something good,
giving you the opportunity to control your weapons, the way that they operate, hopefully explore some new builds, and even maybe make
you're not going to be selling the weapons, you'll be selling the mods, right? And the ability to make the mods.
I think you can make a lot of caps. Like I said, whoever gets bloodied first, thumbs
see if
up
you learn them all.
The race will be on very, very soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. All right, so let's kind of move on to our next topic here. We have combat rebalance. Now, I hinted at this a little bit earlier, that it started off in Skyline Valley. but it continues now in Milepost Zero. So kind of either Bill, John, one of you, tell us, where did the desire for combat rebalance kind of take place?
I mean, honestly, this is something that we've been wanting to do for a really long time. You know, ever since the launch of the game, you know, we've had perks and mutations. Now there's legendary perks, and there's more legendary mods, you know, for the weapons. We have weapons that have special effects on their own. It needs a balance. Like, we need to go back through all of that and make sure that we've got good balance between all the weapons that are being delivered. And also, for a lot of the new players that have been coming in, a lot of the curves for a lot of our creatures within the world, cave crickets, for example. If you're, you know, below 50 and you run into one, you're dead.
I hate cave crickets.
Those cave crickets are opportunistic.
They're opportunistic.
Punks is the word that we're going with.
Yeah,
so
we've gone through and actually adjusted all of the creatures to be a much more smoother leveling experience, especially for a lot of our newer players. And when we talk about rebalance, yes, some
people kind
of take that as more like we're nerfing certain things. We don't want to do that at all. That is not the goal of this at all.
I need my Mischief Knight.
We believe that players in our game have a power fantasy that they like to engage in, go around, get the best stuff.
I hope they just accidentally.
And we don't want to touch that at all.
Phrase the whole thing wrong. That's what I
hope.
I hope that it comes back in the next iteration of the PTS.
Like, I want to nerf this. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Like, we have a type of game that people like to engage with, and that's what we're sticking with. So a lot of this is really fixing just underlying elements that we feel are just broken, you know, that we want to try to fix.
I like that blue.
So,
at least I think
we've done that pretty successfully, especially with a lot of the curve table work we've done recently.
Something a lot of our PTS players have noticed, of course, is with the combat rebalancing and the damage over time rebalancing, is that combat's become a bit more kind of snappy, and you have much more visibility on what's going on when things are taking damage over time. So again, going back to legendary crafting, being able to be communicated to what's happening as you're fighting, I think will encourage players to experiment and try different types of builds and play styles as well.
Yeah.
And also on the dot discussion, we've also made some changes to fire and poison, for example. So now fire does a lot of damage in a short period of time, and then poison does a lot of damage also, but over a longer period of time. So it's going to depend on whatever creature or whatever boss fight you're going into, but you can use that effectively now. So there's some specialty between the effects that you decide to use on your weapons.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah, I think the community sometimes makes the mistake of thinking that you're targeting specific items or play styles without realizing that there's a long-term underlying problem that you're trying to fix.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, basically we want all of those weapons that you potentially get, all the armor that you potentially get, as well as the effects that you potentially get to be
I was going to say bleed damage they might not touch.
We want players to use more than maybe bloodied, anti-armor, vampires, you know, get into the other ones and make them actually more useful in the game. And that's kind of what this rebalance also tries to tackle.
Yeah, so I mean the game is really built up of dozens and dozens of really complicated systems that are dependent on one another. And so as we are restructuring the combat rebalance, or the combat values, there are some things that'll get by, and we'll see those as people play the game that seem a bit too overpowered. The goal is never to nerf for the sake of nerfing. Really, the last thing we want to do is nerf something. What the preference is would be finding or underlining alternate play styles. For instance, bloodied builds. A lot of people use bloodied builds.
Yep.
And there seems to be kind of a love-hate, yeah, me too. And there's kind of a love-hate relationship with that amongst other players, right? We're not going to nerf bloodied builds, but we will introduce other ways to play the game that should be just as competitive, so players have more of a choice.
I want different options.
So it's about kind of raising things up, right? So
Beachmaster, welcome.
Again,
PTSD with cave crickets.
In the way that they want to approach any specific situation.
No, script is going to be ever more important than ever.
Players love having options. They don't like being told how to play. They want to find that out for themselves.
Because you still need lots and lots of modules.
Yes. Yes.
Lots and lots of modules to roll
now,
anything.
I have something in mind.
That was Salt. Welcome. How are you?
A topic that has been brought up to me on Reddit a whole lot. Gauss shotguns and Gauss damage. Now, I bring this up because I actually wanted to let people know that
he says it just like I do.
You, and
people always tell me I'm wrong.
To the team about this pretty frequently, but also because the PTS just received an update today, which increased the damage that Gauss shotguns do. So,
Interesting.
We hear you, and we're listening, and we're adapting and trying to make sure that the game is as fun as possible for as many people.
I thought they were already did pretty good damage.
Yes.
Is that not true?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Poo-poo?
So, Bill, you mentioned dot damage and changes to fire and poison so that they feel like the way that,
do you feel like they're
people
underpowered?
think that they should feel. We've mentioned the monster and creature resistances to kind of target more the, not solely the new player, but to make sure that when somebody jumps into Fallout 76 for the first time, they're having the experience that we desire them to have.
Yeah, it's the whole user experience.
Yeah.
It's anybody coming in at level 2 or level 20, whatever they decide coming out of the vault, they're going to have an experience that feels nice, natural, and progressive, as it goes up. We saw along the way, again, like, there would be times where you would be 20, 25, and then all of a sudden hit this wall. You're just like, I can't do anything, and that's not what we want.
Right.
We want that to be a lot smoother on the ramp up. So.
I love that. I love that
good,
so much.
Good.
So
Dominus,
I want to talk about the V63 carbine and the new overheating
gas rifle.
What
about the shotgun, though?
John,
Cat,
can you give us a quick rundown?
They need help. Sage, welcome.
I can. So the V63 carbine has a new overheating mechanic, as Richard suggested, that the more you use it, the more it overheats, right? And so you want to kind of keep it at the sweet spot. If you go
Ariel,
too far,
welcome. How are you?
then
Thank
your
you guys for all
weapon
the likes.
becomes kind of useless. If you don't keep it up high enough, then once again your weapon becomes kind of useless. So it's a really cool, powerful new mechanic that we're introducing to the game. We want to see how our players make out.
So you got to shoot enough to make
it
the damage worth it, but you don't want to shoot too much.
Theodore will actually sell you more mods for the weapon, just like any other weapon you have in the game too. So you'll be able to enhance it, make it better, add some mods to it. Same way.
I love that. I love that so much. All right, let's head on over to our next topic. Next up,
so the first 15 minutes, if they even had anything in the first 15 minutes, was not there. We couldn't even get to the live stream. So here's the best builds.
The majority
I'm going to try to rewind it on YouTube. It looks like they got YouTube working, but I don't know if they're going to actually be able to put it back or not. I don't know.
So
we'll
Best
find out.
Builds is a great push forward to support our builders. If you're in the game and you've got an awesome camp and you're like, I want the world to see, you can submit it as a best build. So you provide your picture, you provide your description, and then in the game on the mini-map, it's marked as a best build. So players that go to your best build camp will know it's a best build.
You're excited? Good.
And when they're there, if they think it's awesome, they can give you a good old-fashioned
Yes, it's supposed to be a secret announcement. Hopefully they didn't do it at the beginning.
Get the most thumbs up
because 95% of the viewers didn't get to see it, not just here, everywhere.
I just had a question that popped into my head. Hey, well, one, this system is amazing because there are loads of ridiculously talented builders. So for people to actually be able to see their camps in game is awesome. If it's built on PlayStation or Xbox, would PC people see it? Is it cross-platform as a build, or is it only tied to that platform that you're playing on?
I think it's only tied to the platform you're on.
Ah, okay.
That's a good question.
It just occurred to me. I was like, would we be able to see something that someone built on Xbox? Or okay.
Yeah.
What I will say, though, is the technology that's built on, though, is built to be expandable. So there will potentially be opportunity to make sure that that's available, in the future. But
there you go.
But as you can see, like right here, you're able to go in, set it up as a best build. You're able to add tags to it, so there'll be like holiday
I just like
tags.
the way this works. I think it sounds pretty cool. The fact that it doesn't sound like the camp is actually ever in the world is also interesting. But you can still go and visit, it sounds like, which is weird.
So again, content creators and people who build a lot of camps. Like
that they wanted it at the beginning,
camp,
right?
You like it,
and PlayStation shut them down, so that's why we don't have it. PlayStation refused.
Hundreds of thousands of other
people and that was
when
it was in development.
Different servers. So
there's an interview.
You said the word expandable. Right, and I think that's also
it was supposed to be same day. PlayStation said no.
That are introduced in Fallout 76. You're always thinking about
you gotta have everybody on board to make it cross-platform.
What's its purpose now? But also you're thinking towards the future of like, how can we build this so that it reaches as many players as we want, kind of like just later on. Yeah,
I wouldn't have done that. What if you
for example, we have that monthly camp contest, that goes out right now in the game. There's no connection between the camp contest and the game. So we can't just put that in. And we would like to do that. That's the whole goal of this, is to try to get the visibility of the people who are being viewed on the camp contest and the winners of those camp contests to also be able to kind of have that replicated in the game to where the people can see those too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Awesome.
I
yeah,
mean,
so
like,
best
I like the
builds
way that it
coming
kind of works.
in
It sounds
Milepost
interesting.
Zero, an awesome and great way for players to not only show their love for the camps that inspire them, but also for us to kind of take a moment and acknowledge the community members' camps. Yeah. And I guess speaking of camps, and I know that we have our camp showcase tomorrow. There was a long competition that happened throughout the month of July and into early August, so make sure you tune in or you come here at Quakecon to participate in that judging, which you two will also be in. I want to know, what has been the favorite camp that you've seen so far? Just kind of like in your day-to-day playing, has there been something unique that is just like back there in the recess of your mind?
I mean, going through the game, we see a ton of amazing camps. I've seen the Millennium Falcon. I've seen the Fallout Shelter cutout.
It's just hard to get.
Which is probably my favorite.
It's whoopsies,
just walking
right?
by, I was like, what is, oh, that's Fallout Shelter.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You know, it's like a dollhouse. It was really, really cool. So, yeah, that's probably one of my favorite just creative camps.
Or is it Sludge Lung? Because I get it all the time.
I think it goes without saying, Bethesda Game Studios has the absolute best community in gaming. Is that right?
Yeah!
I was going to say, well, the thing is if the camp's not actually there, you shouldn't be able to buy stuff from their vendor, and you shouldn't be able to get trapped in their camp.
I love that when I go into the game
because they're not going to be there.
Camp, they're
you
there,
understand?
They want to show it off, and they're throwing
it's not
like,
actually there, but it's there.
It's like, oh, great, I'll take that. But the camp that stands out to me the most, I would say, was I genuinely got lost in a labyrinth camp that somebody built.
That's
and I was
awesome.
telling myself, I'm not going to fast travel out. I'm going to figure this out. And I had to fast travel out. But it was really, really good. We've got the most creative players in our game. It's just absolutely amazing.
I love the idea of visiting somebody's camp and just being completely lost in it. That is
I like
amazing.
John
Ken,
T's game.
What have you seen?
Someone built, it was in year one, and they built an actual castle with like a drawbridge and everything. It was Castle Grayskull.
That's
and
awesome.
Like, yes. That was awesome. There's been some really crazy creative camps. Something that I got the idea from somebody else. I've been working on a BioShock camp forever.
I love that.
So you can take the shelters and create one door to the other and tell a linear story, drawing people through. There are people who've used those to create games where you have a scavenger hunt inside, where you have to find numbers and specific things, and it's crazy what people build.
It is absolutely insane. So
that's awesome.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what builds end up on Best Builds when this update comes out pretty soon. All right, so that kind of covers all of the major topics that I wanted to talk about for now. And Ken, I know you have.
I got some questions.
You have a strong list of questions.
Saw a video on YouTube.
I think
do.
It's time for me to sit back and kind of let you take over.
Yeah, thank you. One thing I forgot to
so
do
it sounds
earlier
like
is talk
maybe
briefly about Follow for Hope.
You might want to, if you're not part of the Discord, you should definitely join the Discord
750 of us in 87 countries around the world. It is a community of Bethesda gamers, plays ZeniMax games, Bethesda titles, Fallout, of course, and we raise money for a number of charities throughout the year.
Which is fantastic.
We'll be doing that again this year. Since 2020.
Hopefully we can raise like $500 this year. That'd be fantastic.
An amazing, astounding amount of money making change. November 14th, we kick off for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital to help some kids that are really struggling with life-threatening diseases.
Pop right away to lower your disease resistance.
So if you want to get involved in that, followforhope.com/join.
I was going to say, I don't even.
Thank you so much.
I get it outside of Nuka World on tour. Like I get it right outside Nuka World on tour. Like just walking from where Encrypted's at, I get it almost every single time without fail.
Work with you in situations like this, make sure that everybody knows the amazing stuff that is actually going on
with
there.
the $2. Can we get a hashtag for more?
Our staff is amazing. Shout out to Pedernales Falls. Where is she? You stand up, girl. Pedernales Falls, Executive Director of Follow for Hope. She is our Discord mama. I could not do this without her. We love you.
Thank you. All right, so yeah, let's kick it off. It's time for the Q&A portion.
Yeah, so
let's see here.
Thanks to the Fallout 76 subreddit community, I wanted to ask as many diverse questions as possible for you guys, representing the interests of as many people as possible.
Oh, did they already announce the secret thing? I'm going to be so mad if we missed it. I'm going to be so mad.
Than what we
Thank you guys for the hashtags for more.
The community is also
Thank you
really
for the
diverse.
$2, man. That's
got
awesome.
Camp builders, storytellers, role play groups. How hard is it to try and thread the needle in terms of what you're working on to satisfy a little bit of everybody?
I don't really look at it as having to thread a needle to satisfy various groups. It's really cool. Our community's made up of builders, love to build their camps, and adventurers, and most of them kind of overlap. So really what the focus is as we sort of brainstorm new content, release new content, is how can we continue to tell the story of the main character in the game, which to us has always been Appalachia. People love playing in our Appalachia and influencing our Appalachia with their own stories and experiencing Appalachia's stories. So that's really the focus of it.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Daniel, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to the live stream.
We certainly take that into consideration, but we don't.
We need hammocks. We do have a hammock.
Which group do we want to satisfy? It's really about continuing the story. Everybody loves a good story, and Fallout has the best stories.
Agreed.
Look at that.
TV show,
Hoki's got you,
success.
Ariel.
So you had like 6 to 7 times the amount of players coming back to Fallout, and especially trying Fallout 76 for the first time.
Probably was a community
question. Did the success of the TV show and the influx of people change any of your ideas or timetables or priorities this year?
I wouldn't say so.
You gotta remember,
what was really cool about the show
questions,
was,
I'm sure.
How
anything that was negative was just automatically thrown out. I'm not talking about Bethesda. I'm talking about him. Like, he can't.
So as far as like having to specifically cater to something in the show for future content, we didn't really have to do that because we were already in lockstep. You know, everything that they've done fits tonally with what we've got planned for the future. We also have the benefit of, 76 is in West Virginia, and it's a lot earlier than the show, which takes place on the West Coast, so there's a lot less space for stepping on one another's toes lore-wise. So if anything, I'd say the show really emboldened us to continue continue doing what we're doing. And people that have seen that show and experienced that awesome story who maybe haven't played Fallout before, like, well, where can I get more of this?
Mad King, welcome. Haven't seen the show yet. My friend turned me on to 76. Haven't stopped for 2 months. Love it. Awesome. Congrats, dude.
We did see a big influx of players, and they were just looking for more of that Fallout experience.
Man, the energy of that first week of new people coming out, you had people building camps to welcome people to the Wasteland. That was awesome.
Yeah, I think that was one of my favorite camps to see coming out of the vault. Like, I would start new characters all the time, and it's always fun, but there were a few camp builders, which we know personally, that built a huge camp out in front that said, welcome new players. And that was one of the most amazing things I've seen. It's just the interaction with the community. And like I said, I create characters all the time. I come out of the vault, and all of a sudden there's someone there going, hey, follow me. And it's like, okay, excellent. And then you get 120 stem packs and a whole bunch of armor and things. And
that's awesome.
And it's great to see that. It's such
Season
an amazing
2,
and welcoming community.
That's going to be like a couple years from now.
Other game, to be honest.
Hayes, welcome.
Best community in gaming, hands down.
There's something secret they're supposed to be
that first week
announcing.
Was so special. That first week was so special, jumping in and exactly as you said.
And I think going back to the show, Ken, like, I like the fact that the show is later,
dude.
And we are earlier. And I like the fact that the show kind of exists on its own, and they complement each
Season
other quite
18
well.
stuff?
So we can enjoy those stories and those characters by themselves without having to worry about any sort of crossover in 76. I think that's really important.
Yeah, agreed. Another big question that people ask, so Starfield is a huge leap forward engine-wise, and we're coming up now on 6 years of 76. Would there ever be a possibility at some point in the future of a next-gen update or a graphics refresh?
So we've discussed, that's come up in discussions here and there over the years. I wouldn't say that there is a concrete plan to do that. What we do make a point of doing is each patch improving something, right? So we've improved the water shaders. We've improved the glass shaders. We've got a patch coming up. Lava. We've got a patch.
Can't say that.
Soon,
he just said. Did you hear that?
Milepost Zero, where we actually
did anybody else catch that? He said you can't say that.
Upgrades. People are going to notice. Be like, wow, this is cool.
There's a thing with supposedly we might be getting raids.
Very measured steps.
I wonder if that has anything to do with it, because I think that there's picture that and it has
I think even
lava.
With the upgrades that we've had on the consoles,
Ooh, we got 76 likes.
Have given us a lot of opportunity to continue to expand on that. And so sort of answering your question, yeah, there's things we are talking about, as John said, that we want to continue to make this more next gen. Add some things to those platforms, to make it better.
Sweet. Going back a little bit, we talked a little bit about balancing. So 4- and 5-star legendaries, we talked about that a long time ago and then stopped.
Is this it?
Was the reason that was maybe dropped or postponed is because of balancing issues and just kind of
No,
like
it doesn't have lava
on a
in
fire?
it.
There's
Here's the
3
picture.
or 4 things that kind of factor into that. One, timing. At that time, we didn't have enough systems in the game or enough events to really kind of feed into that system as well as we wanted it to. Also, the workbench UI and the flow did not work as well as we wanted it to work, so we wanted to go back to the drawing board on that. And then ultimately, we had a number of mods that we had created during that time frame that we just didn't feel were legendary enough. And so it was just kind of like the table that said, hey, let's come back to this when we actually have a lot more utility in the game, or a lot more events, and a lot more things that we can
we'll get to 101
make this system
next.
actually work into. So yeah.
Ash Pit has lava.
We may see them down the road.
Maybe they're doing something else with lava.
Who here is beating the Scorch Beast Queen? Show your hands.
Really? Everybody.
All right. Who here is taking down Earl? Who's done both? And lived to tell the tale. That's amazing. It sounds like you need harder challenges.
No.
And so the idea of expanding that power that players have is certainly something that we talk about every day. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I love the stay tuned.
Come on!
Stay tuned.
It's not stay tuned, it's please stand by.
Do you think PvP experiences
higher ranked bosses? I just want higher ranks, period.
From where we started, where it was
they need to do that, like for forever.
That's a good question. I would say no, mostly based on player engagement with it.
Not harder than Earl.
Nuclear Winter was well received by a lot of people, but the engagement with Nuclear Winter was
it will
very
pop
low.
up here in a second.
So
the Discord,
right now,
it'll
I think
pop
people
up.
are still looking just for more story. Like John said, the main character of this game is the world, so they want to see more world expansion, more factions, more creatures, more locations to visit.
Flying
right
like in the back of a Scorched Beast Queen. Please. Let's have that happen.
What really surprised me, and I would wager probably the rest of the team too, was before we released 76, it was like, yeah, of course, it's the apocalypse. People are going to want to kill one another. They want to, and after seeing how our players react,
he has a bunch of stuff written on his hand.
They want to help. One of the most coveted items in the game is a clean toilet in the apocalypse. That's crazy. So as far as PvP goes, the impression we've gotten both from feedback and seeing how our players play is that PvP is just kind of, it's not something, it's not an itch they're looking to scratch in Fallout 76. Perhaps if they could take over a workshop and see if anybody comes to challenge it. But outside of that, straight up PvP, it just doesn't seem to be in our players' DNA.
They just pastimes is
Play
back.
Monster Mash.
Welcome to the baby Deathclaws there.
Speaking of stories,
all I can see is Ron Swanson,
maybe
generic
revisit
John.
older factions
Can we get
and pick up
hashtag?
story threads with them before. So could we get a little bit more involved with what's going on with Crater or Foundation over time?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. We talk about that frequently.
Get y'all's horns up.
How else can we continue to develop the story of Appalachia? And they all factor into that. They're all residents.
Okay.
A common question, too, that comes up is about, people ask all the time about when are we going to get to a point where we can make choices that matter. And that was something that we had talked about, that you explained that really well. And I thought everyone would want to hear that.
Are you looking at me?
No, it was actually
Bill.
Yeah,
Me?
Bill had a great
Bill.
answer for that when we were talking.
He was like, I didn't answer it.
Okay.
Jamaica, welcome.
So choices that make larger, more impactful decisions. Yes. So we have noticed that, if we come out with a big quest line, it's a large quest arc, and it has the different choices you can make through it. A lot of these quests are so intertwined with one another that in an online environment, it makes it very hard to make those types of meaningful choices. We've discussed different types of mission formats, quest formats, which would give players the agency to make more impactful choices.
Get down in front!
So we don't have any information to share on that today, but it has been discussed, and it is something that we're going to do.
Good! Absolutely. Did you guys hear that? It's going to be awesome!
Are there any thoughts or plans on adding features of the game that help with social aspects of it? And I know this question comes up a lot, so text chat, factions, guilds, or other ways in which players can more readily connect with each other or build their own communities within the game ecosystem. Like right now, people meet on Discord or Reddit or Facebook groups. Is there a way to bring that interactivity into the game in a way beyond just forming a group in the game?
We have a lot of agency in the game right now, whether it's public teams, because you'll see whenever someone starts a public team, the flyout comes in, you can join that team. But also the world event, map on the map that comes up. You can click on that, join immediately, fast travel to the event that's happening.
I think that's what they're asking for.
Engage with it. Honestly, I think sometimes it comes down to the events themselves. Like look at Fasnacht. It's like everybody engages with Fasnacht, and that's where a lot of people actually build their friendships when we have things like that. So I think looking at events and how we can actually grab lots of players into single events.
I
like
met
that
one of
is
my
really gonna
best
be helpful in
friends
the future,
during
too, and we've
Fasnacht,
got
so
some plans
I
for
can't
those things,
disagree
too.
with that.
And best builds is a nice step in that direction.
I was just
too.
thinking that.
There's a lot of social glue to best builds, getting
softball.
People. What? Oh, thanks, Bill. There's a lot of social glue there, right? It's going to keep people visiting one another's camps.
Enlarge the camp budget.
Builders.
Yeah, hey, you know what? That's a great idea. So, Discord groups or role play groups, they build something, they submit it to Best Build.
Yeah.
You can make a sign that says join our Discord, and
let's not look
it would
at
be
Fasnacht.
promoted to a whole bunch of people. Yeah, that's something interesting. You've teased an overarching story
you mean like
that's slowly
Nuclear
being
Winter.
built for anyone paying really close attention. Can you give a little tease on something we should pay more attention to now?
That's a good question. So Appalachia, starting at Chapter 1. Let's start at Chapter 1. Chapter 1, you come out of the vault.
This dude, man,
everybody's
he
dead,
kills me.
Right? There's no physical characters left anymore. However, there are still characters there. And they're represented by holotapes, the things they've left behind, the stories that they've left in the wasteland. So we fast forward and we get people moving in. We get the Foundation and we get Crater. We get the Brotherhood of Steel coming in. It continues to evolve the story of the space. Skyline Valley, the most recent
I was going to say there's some characters that they
were there. I mean, it kind of
they have a whole story written around them, and all you guys holotapes and stuff.
So yes, there is an overarching story. Long answer. I'm going to cut it down. I would pay special attention to what's going on in the ash heap. There's something going on there.
There you go. You guys said ash heap and lava.
In the ash heap.
Right now, the community is furiously thinking of what that
is. Oh,
yeah.
People are
like there's going to be so much stuff that comes out in the next couple weeks.
So Skyline Valley is the first time we've ever expanded the map. Is this a change in direction from expedition
Can we get to 101 likes, guys?
Instance updates to maybe expanding Appalachia?
I like all of it, Nukabat. I just don't like anything that takes too long.
So
I can't stand getting into the computers and it's like paragraphs
I love
and paragraphs.
I run them every week with my character, but they're a bit different than experiencing the open world map, right? An expedition is you start the expedition, you go to a specific place to do a specific thing to get a specific thing at the end, right? So those serve their purpose. I think they're lots of fun. When we expand the map, we're giving players more room to, like I said, continue to tell the story of Appalachia, continue to let players tell their own stories. They get new places to build camps, new places to explore. So it's a very different type of expansion of the playscape. So I will say we're always on the lookout for opportunities to let people do those things, experience the story of our Appalachia and tell their own stories. So future updates, much like Skyline Valley, are certainly on the table.
Can't pull over any further.
Camp building. Camp building is a huge part of the gaming experience, but if you've been playing since
we got
the
to 101 likes, you guys have rock.
I have
We're
over
to 111
buildable items. Is there an opportunity to maybe change up that menu a bit to make it a little easier
for the love of Jesus,
to build?
I think there's an opportunity to change that up a
little bit.
Like you said at the very beginning, it was pretty manageable with 20, 30, then 40, 100 items, but now that you've got
thousands,
I think we're over, like you said, 3,500 now. Yeah, it becomes unmanageable. So yeah, we were going to explore giving some people some updates to that interface.
Awesome. Yes, please.
Hey, Ken, I think we have time for one more question.
All right, one last one then. This game has meant a lot to a core group of us, myself included, where it brought us together, marriages, friendships. A lot of this game has meant so much to a lot of people. I guess the question is, everything ends one day. And increasingly as years go on, people worry like what happens at the end. Is there, with a yes or no, is there an end plan for what happens at the end of Fallout 76?
The great thing about Bethesda Game Studios is the folks there have no shortage of awesome ideas.
Thank God.
So long as we have people coming into Appalachia and building camps and experiencing that story, we will have content to share.
I love it.
So they don't have any type of.
I love it. So yes, keep showing your love and appreciation.
As long as we keep playing and paying for Fallout first.
I want to say one more thing, Ken. We were talking about
the new gun comes out. It's going to come out in September 3rd.
Across the game that we've experienced. One of them for me was the 5th anniversary parade. Not only because it was Fallout for Hope, but also leading into providing support and money for St. Jude, which shows that it goes beyond us. It goes beyond the game.
Thank God for Fallout for Hope. It's something I always wanted to do as somebody that watched this stuff.
Was one of the coolest events.
Now I'm on the other side of it, and I got to do it last year. It was so awesome.
All the different camps that people built to make it look like a parade. So many content creators. Our community was there as well, and I think that just shows the beauty of what this community is made of, and it was really great to see.
I love it. I love it. I love it. The best community.
Okay,
in gaming,
are you guys going to tell us the thing? I hope to God we didn't miss it.
Now, to wrap up this entire thing, we have Milepost Zero, which is coming on September 3rd, which also means for everybody who wants to prepare before the season ends, you have until September 3rd, and that's when Season 17 will wrap up, because we'll be starting a whole new season, with a whole new update, and a whole bunch of new gameplay. So that's it for us here on stage at Quakecon. Thank you all so much for coming here. We really appreciate it.
Oh, you sons of...
Yeah, thank you everybody for coming out today.
Whoa.
Yes, thank God for Jonathan.
Wait a minute.
What are you doing?
Yeah!
We're not done.
What are you talking about?
We've got one more thing.
Exactly. That's exactly right. He doesn't even have watch on. He's like, yeah, we got time.
Milepost Zero, right? The update coming out soon. We know playable ghouls are returning, coming out early next year. You want me to get on with it, don't you? So what's coming in between? There's got to be something.
Exactly. What the heck is coming?
Fellow adventurers, I want you to get those pit boys out, just like this. Get those pit boys out because...
Oh, it's right now, isn't it?
The Wasteland hasn't seen anything this hot since the bombs dropped.
Okay.
Here's a sneak peek at the update coming out this December. The Gleaming Depths. Depths.
This is it? Woo! We're getting something new! Oh, boy! This is... Oh, it's the raids! It's raids! It's what they thought was raids. Holy crap! Oh no! Oh, it's so gross. Oh, God, Fallout 76. No snakes. That was it? But oh, it's so awesome. I do not want to fight a snake, dude. That's gross. All right, let's go see if we can figure this part out now. All right.
Hey, everybody. We are back here at QuakeCon for day 2. We've got lots of great partners here. Let's go meet some of them.
I think this is all the stuff that,
one of my favorite things about QuakeCon is just the community. The gamers here are some of the most generous people you'll ever encounter.
Can you get to
they're
this?
so fun-loving, and it's just a great event every year.
Awesome. And what's been the most popular thing in the booth?
One of the most popular...
See if I can get over here to Steam real quick. Can I get this to work? Steam is trying. What's up, boy? I'm in the middle of this live stream. I don't guess it's going to work. Let's see here.
What are they doing?
Oh, I'll show you the thing. What is that? A cookie? Nah, I'm good. Thank you, though. Go on now. Oh, my God. Oh,
Eat some cookies.
Go on now.
Eat some cookies.
Come on. Back off.
Has she eaten anything today, guys?
Yes, I have. Let's see here. They didn't see me eat. I don't ever eat on screen. Let's see here. Except for like when I have like a 12-hour stream. Ah, what's up, boy? Trying to see if I can get this thing to work.
I was just playing, guys. I didn't really hurt her.
No, he didn't hurt me. Why would anybody think that you hurt me? All right, let's see here. What does this thing say? I don't think I can get back any further. I don't want to do good live. Let's go this
Themselves, like look at Foshnot. You know, it's like everybody.
No. It won't allow me to go back. Let's see here. Let's see Twitch. Are they still like live? Yeah. So I was trying to watch this, and yeah, people were quickly dropping off.
You need to do what you need to do.
Yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. I love you. Let's see. So they're live now. So what do you guys think? Are you guys whatever the Gleaming Death or something? Michael, welcome. Can't wait for it. Oh yeah, Jay. Hey Jay. Hold on.
My reaction.
They want to see your reaction to this. So let me go ahead and we'll
All right.
rewind it back here so that way I can
you guys see me?
It looks like it, yeah. Yeah. Maybe scooch down over my shoulder. Let's see if I can
Steps.
Here it is. Here. Oh, please, for the love of Pete.
Hi, guys.
Hey, gang. Say, hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
I don't know if it's going to let you see it now. I paused it so I could get the video so you could hear it.
Oh, you're good.
Steam. You gotta know it. Let's see here. December to remember. Gleaming Depths. Thank you so much. So no mischief. I already Beach. I don't know if you came to the last live stream. We had a bunch of people in there, but yeah, no, they removed Mischief Night as of right now.
For Tuesday.
Afterwards.
Is it over?
Yes, it's over. It's not going to allow me to rewind it. Like it did it for all of us.
Partners here. Let's go meet some of them.
So what's this? It's like it does. I'm like, can you guys see the timeline at the bottom? You see all that stuff that's grayed out? I can't get to it.
What's going on?
This is the live stream.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. Can we push play? God, this thing. You might just have to watch it all again. YouTube? Maybe.
Building's a huge part of the gaming experience, but if you've been playing since the beginning at the point...
Here. While it's doing its thing thinking. Let's see here. Okay, here it is. So we'll get rid of this. We'll bring up this.
Hasn't seen anything this hot
Can you hear
since
that?
the bombs dropped.
Okay.
Here's a sneak peek at the update coming out this December. The Gleaming Depths. Depths.
You can scroll back on your stream. We'll have to talk about this later more. I like that robot. Look. That's coming in December.
That's it?
That's it. That's all we got.
Was there any World of Warcraft news?
World of Warcraft is not during that's BlizzCon, you jerk. Jerk face!
No, was there any Skyrim?
No, I didn't do Elder Scrolls, honey.
Oh, okay.
I did all the other stuff. I did 3 streams today.
I get it.
Okay. Let's see here.
I think it looks cool.
Stoked for
I
it?
want to know more.
Hokie says laugh out loud.
What?
He says laugh out loud to you.
Ow.
He's like, ow.
Sorry.
What are you sorry for? Don't be sorry. So what do you think?
I want to see more.
Yeah, I know, me too. So this is what happened today. So they took down the PTS, and then they brought it back up. But the Caravans are severely bugged, very buggy, and it makes me super sad because I'm worried. And then they removed Mischief Night and says it's not coming out.
Tuesday? It's not coming out Tuesday?
Not Mischief Night. That's Mothman.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not Mothman.
Mischief Night is the new Halloween thing that we never played. It never came out. It's not coming out at all. Like, not till probably next year. It wasn't that buggy for me. I mean, like, it had some bugs, but not anything that was, like, enough for me to feel like it needed to be canceled. Now, on the other hand, Caravans seems a little bit too buggy for me. Taxidermy hit, I don't want it, bud. If you're on Xbox and I get it, you can have it. I don't want it.
What is it?
The daggone snake. The thing is gross. No Mischief Night. Yeah, no, Mark, I went over all that in the live stream earlier. I can pull it up so that way you can see it if you want. Let's see here. What's that?
Okay, let me go back out here.
Okay, I love you. Your leg's bothering you? Okay. What? That's so stupid looking. Okay, it looks fake. I was going to say it looks super fake. All right, let's see here. We'll do share, copy. Here you go. So anybody that needed to see the stream earlier, like all the stuff is at the beginning. That way you can check it if you want to. You're on Xbox? I'll reserve a snakehead. Yeah, if I get it, you can have it. I don't want it. He got scared. He could have. LZ? LZ, what do you got? Avalis, welcome. Mark, welcome. Let's see here. We got a bunch of people in here. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Welcome. Anyway, so what do you guys think? What are you guys most excited for? Snake armor? Quite possibly. I mean, like, can you imagine some more, like, venom or poison or something? I'd rather have Mischief Night as well. Beach. The prizes... See, but this is the thing. So, like, I'm trying to rework the way I look at it so I have some hope. But the way they worded it, it sounded like it's not coming at all this year. But they said it's not coming with the new launch or whatever. Well, we already knew that. Why would it come out in September? It's not coming out in September. It's not part of that. Why they even said it had to be connected to that is beyond me, because they literally could still work on it and get it fixed by October. Like, I don't understand that at all. And if they're not going to do it this year, can we have those rewards for Spooky Scorched, please? Poison. Oh, I was going to say we need like the tooth or whatever from like Harry Potter. We need that. Window, welcome. Long time no see. How are you? Yeah, me too. Wendell, I agree. They do need like an app like 76 had for Fallout 4. Must be related to the Mole Miner Cave networks. Everybody thought that it was raids. But yes, I almost guarantee that it has something to do with those Mole Miner Cave networks. Big poison damage. Snake armor. Slippery tube, dude. JD, welcome. I must be a minority, but I don't care about Mischief Night. Just give me new legendary crafting. Well, that's good for you. Yeah. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? It's hard to tell, but I think the two folks in Power Armor were using Equalizer. Covert. Be nice if they added something with the deep. I was going to say, very well could be. Tunnel snakes? Yes! Tunnel snakes would be kind of cool. I don't think it'll be Enclave. I mean, like, well, they definitely could actually make it Enclave. Because the Enclave is all, like, wrapped up with the bat stuff, with the Scorch Beast or whatever. Like, all that stuff is, like, kind of wrapped in with the Enclave, right? So, like, that could definitely be wrapped in with the Enclave. Could definitely be. Let me see if I can rewind this any further. Nope. All we can get to is this combat.
So this will allow players...
I was kind of hoping the Steam one would allow you to rewind further. And it says it's offline. Can we go back to it on Steam? Does anybody know that? Like, are you able to go back and watch it if it's not live? Because I know you can't get to it just by Googling it, which sucks. Doubt kinda. Well, all I can say is I'm excited to know that there's something else coming. I think that there might be some other stuff coming. I wish they'd do a Thanksgiving event. I know a lot of you guys aren't from the U.S., so you have no idea what Thanksgiving is. You probably know thereabouts, but it's about turkeys, and we have thrashers. Like, it'd be nice if we had like some pilgrims hunting down freaking turkeys. Maybe they could bring back like the blunderbuss and stuff. Like, maybe it'll make it useful again. Like, they could do something with that. I don't know. Maybe they could drop like Thanksgiving dinners, you know, when you kill them. Or like maybe they could give us like something where we use the holy fire. Like, you have to use a fire weapon and then it cooks them automatically, and they drop a Thanksgiving dinner and then we get some gifts. I don't really want a pilgrim outfit per se. I mean, like, I guess one would be all right. But like some more thrasher gear. And like that thrasher that we got on the table, like they could turn that daggone thing into an actual turkey dinner. That'd be awesome. Toilet paper other people's camps. That'd be funny during Mischief Night, actually. Yes, black powder thrasher hunt. Exactly. Like, there's so many things. There's so many things they could do with this game. Like, the possibilities are literally endless. Like, they're literally endless. Yeah, there is already a pilgrim outfit. Like, but I mean, like, not one from the Atomic Shop, though. The turkey outfit, that one comes back in Thanksgiving. So it'll be November. It'll come back. They always bring it back. Bullet! Welcome, how are you? But there's so much stuff they could do with this game. And they already have so much stuff that's so cool already in the game, and so many people don't even get to see it. Like, there's just so much. Like, there's stuff that I've seen a long time ago that I have forgotten about, and then they add in stuff, and we miss it. Like, there is, for Mischief Night, if you guys were watching one of the live streams, I ran across a random encounter that was for Mischief Night. It was insane. I wanted to actually stay and do it, but it was one of my first caravan runs, so I couldn't stay and look at it, and now it's gone. I mean, I guess they could still bring it in for Spooky Scorched or something. Mark, welcome. Snakes giving. No, that's snakes on a plane giving. Turkey suit and the turkey gas mask. What turkey gas mask? You're talking about like the llama one or something? Corbs, welcome. I was going to say, Jonathan Rush is fantastic, by the way. He always gets like people super pumped up. He's super fun. We need more cowbell? Always. Heck, we could probably, that should be one of our new weapons, should be a cowbell. I don't know if I'd like the dinging so much, so maybe we could put a silencer on it. That'd be kind of cool. Enclave security uniform from the show. That'd be kind of cool. Expand into another state. Ohio. They could possibly expand into Ohio. They're already in Virginia. They just expanded into Virginia. That's what Skyline Valley is. That's all Virginia. The arch is Natural Bridge. That's Natural Bridge, Virginia. All of it is like, because the valley is not in West Virginia at all. Just Appalachian Mountains are. The other side is Blue Ridge Mountains, which is the Skyline Drive. And it's the Shenandoah Valley. I think they'll probably do Ohio, because that's where, I mean, that's the other side of the map. But then again, they completely messed up and put Skyline Valley at the bottom. And it should have been on the right-hand side of the map. So they could literally do whatever they want. Yeah, they put it right at the bottom. They put it like where Kentucky should be. Or Tennessee. Probably Tennessee, right? You guys are crazy. Yes, it 100% should be on the right. And see where the Mothman Museum and stuff's at? That is Ohio right there. Because the bridge that actually collapsed during the Mothman stuff, it goes over the Ohio River. So that's why that's the left. Virginia's on the right, and you got West Virginia in the middle. I don't know why they put it at the bottom. I'm assuming it's probably something to do with, development that I have no idea about. But, I mean, it looks good down there. I like the fact that I can see it from halfway across the map. So it's kind of cool. It bothers me more than it should. Yeah, I try not to think about it. Hokey. I try not to think about that, and everything's all jumbled up. Like, it's all jumbled up. Like, none of it makes any sense as far as, like, where things are located. But it's okay. But so is West Virginia though. Like a lot of it is all messed up. Like somebody was telling me that where the asylum's at, like it's supposed to be in the middle and they have it all the way on the right and like it's not supposed to be there. Like everything's all mixed up. So like technically like it could be in the right place, I guess. I don't know. The only thing I know is 100% right in the right place is, or kind of in the right place is whatchamacallit. Because Helvetia is way too far inward. Like, it's not that far. It's closer to the Virginia side of things. We need a wall to keep Ohio out. Why? Looks fine to me. It looks fine to you because you're from Australia. That's all right. All I want is an expedition to the Washington, D.C. Capital Wasteland. I do too. And I've already said, Alan, were you here when I talked about that one time? Like how they could easily do it? Like 100% could do it. It's so easy. I don't know where Camden Park is actually at, to be quite honest with you. I'd have to look it up to figure it out. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is that you don't know enough about West Virginia to be bothered by it. But the thing is like, you do know enough about Virginia because you live close enough to it. So, with Enclave and everything over at the White Springs, and see, White Springs is too far over as well, by the way. White Springs is way far over, because that is not that far. Like, Helvetia is further away from me right now than the White Springs is in real life. Anyway, so the White Springs has the Enclave bunker, and anyway, when I was growing up, like, everybody told me that, that the whatever it was down there. But the thing is that people knew about it way before it got announced to the public. And the thing is that people that worked on it said it doesn't just go there. Like, it has a separate whole thing. And see, this has never been declassified. So whether it's true or not is all based on the people. But the people that said it also said that, the bunker was there. And the bunker is there. Like, everybody knows the bunker's there. But supposedly, there's a whole tunnel that runs all the way to the White House. Well, not the White House, Senate. So, the House of Congress. So, like, we could easily use that, even if it's fake. Like, even if it's fake, we could easily use that to actually get to D.C. And, like, that would be so flippin' cool. Like, you could just travel. They could do it just like Far Harbor, where it's a whole separate map. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't pop up like you do on an expedition. You literally go to a whole separate area. And that everybody can go to it. Like, the whole server should be able to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to run through the tunnel system. And, like, they can make, like, a mini game out of it where there's, like, feral ghouls and rad rats and, like, stupid stuff down there. Gerardo, welcome. I was going to say, I don't even want an expedition with a map. I just want, like, an actual place that we can go and visit. Like, I like Shenandoah Valley. I think it's great that we have it. It does look like it's pretty accurate. Then it's probably accurate then. You've been to both? I've been to the Charleston Capitol building. I've not been to the museum, but the Charleston Capitol building looks exactly like that. Camp David? Yeah. Wherever that's at. Wink, wink. Yeah. I was going to say, we got the Brown House, though. And they're doing a pretty good job with the one place where all the lightning's at. Because that's the, was it like Weather Mountain or something like that? Let me look it up. Hold on. Which one am I on? We'll go here. So you guys can see this. Some of this stuff will blow your mind. All right. Virginia... Mount Weather. See if this is it. It's a real bunker. Look at this. So, this is in the Shenandoah Valley and the Blue Ridge Mountains. Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center is a bastion of U.S. continuity and security. The facility, shrouded in secrecy and designed for the worst-case scenarios, is a key player in national emergency management and resilience. Let's delve into the fortress that is Mount Weather and uncover its role in safeguarding the nation's governance and emergency preparedness. So, there's a bunker, a command center, and advanced communications and strategic location. Mount Weather is part of the U.S. government's plan for continuity for operations in a crisis situation. The facility is highly guarded and access is restricted. But here's the winding roads. The winding roads. Do you see this? Like, they based almost the entire Shenandoah Valley off of this. Did you guys realize that or no? Like, I think it's super cool. Like, there's so many, like, things about Mount Weather. It's insane. Sad boy, welcome. You camped at Big Meadow? The 100? Subbed. I was going to say, I live here. Like, I live in Virginia. I live in the Shenandoah Valley. Thank you so much, Beach, for the sub there. So many questions. What type of questions do you have, Vi? I remember a few years ago, the berry on the left side of the map disappeared near Point Pleasant, and we could cross the river and run around the empty map. Yes, I did that as well. I do remember that, Corpse. I definitely went over there, and I was like, there's nothing over here. How about we get a brand new Fallout game on Fallout 3 Remastered instead of dragging on 76? So this is the thing, Sad Boy, is that these games are completely different. Like, the company, the people that's going to make Fallout 5, they're working on Elder Scrolls 6. They're not working on this. They're working on that and Shattered Space. Like, this is completely different. They have a completely different team that does 76. So it doesn't matter if Fallout 5 comes out or not. This game is still going to continue. They're not going to shut it down. It's going to continue to go. So that's the thing. Have a great stream. Gotta go, man. The Amish. I can only... Just thinking about them, like, pulling out, like, guns and stuff would be fantastic. I mean, we already know about the whole, like, they traffic drugs and stuff sometimes. Gangster Paradise. Morp, see you later, man. If you guys don't know who Mr. Morp is, make sure you check him out. He's fantastic. Fantastic YouTuber and streamer. They do. They're way different because so 76 is like way more laid back. It's not, you know what I'm saying? And you have, like, I feel like you have longer to get more accomplished because there's no real goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only the goals that you make for yourself. So, like, you can come straight out of the vault. I mean, like, you do the same thing in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. Like, you can never touch the main story plot if you really want to. But most of us want to get through the game and progress, and then you just kind of explore as you go. But with 76, you can literally just have a, you know, like, never touch the story plot at all. You can, like, come straight out, go to events, start hanging out with people, and that's it. But it's definitely different. I was going to say, I'm ready for a brand new Fallout game, and I would gladly welcome a 3 remaster, like 100%, or even New Vegas. I'll take New Vegas too. Like, I'll take any of it. Like, I want to play more Fallout, but that's why I'm playing London. Like, London is fantastic. It's Fallout 4. It's a mod. I was kind of hoping maybe they might mention something about that. Now, tomorrow they're going to be doing the contest, the camp contest. But anyway, yeah, Vi, just send me a message, I guess. And we can talk about it, I guess. I live in London every day now. You get anxious? Well, don't be anxious. You can come hang out here and ask any questions you got anytime you want, Corbs. It's fine. So tomorrow's, I don't know. I'll have it up. I got to do the live stream tomorrow. For the dailies. So I'll be definitely doing a live stream for the dailies, and then I'll go over and tell you, because I gotta look it up, to be quite honest with you. I put it in that video, and I've been going back and watching my own video just so I can see it. Is that sad or what? I prefer Fallout over Elder Scrolls 2, but when we didn't have a Fallout game for a while, I definitely played Skyrim. Just because it's the same game mechanics and it gives me that wonderful looting sensation that I need so badly. Like, it's just not the same in other games. Like, I do love looting. The only thing that I've gotten close to being as good of a looter as Fallout is Borderlands. And man, I would dream about looting stuff. Because I love looting. It's my favorite thing. I think it has something to do with my ADD. Legendary Crafting System will come with a new season. Is 100% coming to him. I said that all wrong. I'm going to call you double. I'm just going to call you 77. 77, they're coming. It's coming on the 3rd. 100%. Hear nothing about Doom? So, let me tell you what they did with Doom, sad boy. You're going to be sadder after you hear this. You had to be at the event. They did a special showcase for those at the event only. We probably won't see it until Gamescom, which is in a couple weeks. Gamescom is going to be huge. Xbox is going to be there. They're going to be showcasing everything. I'll be doing live coverage of everything I can get my hands on, including all Bethesda stuff. The live streams will be at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. There's like 3 or 4 days of nothing but that. I'll link the video for you guys so you can go back and look at it because I have all the dates and times so that way you guys don't miss the live streams. So here's that right there in case you want to see it. But I'll be doing live streams of all of it. Yes, you can. Something. You can save up script and everything. I play on PlayStation and Xbox. We all play on everything. We got every community over on the Discord. Everybody comes and hangs out. Where is my Discord bot? It's like way at the top. Here is the Discord. I need to like do iDiscord or something. Oh, I can't. Won't let me copy it. Son of a gun. It says it's over by 107. Bumpy, welcome. But yeah, the Discord, it's on the Nightbot. It's blue. You can go up. It's up a little ways. Anyway, it says Nightbot, Discord, Discord, Discord. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Do. Where are you? There I am. Let's see here. Invite people. 7 days, never. Generate a new link. Copy. Here we go. Discord. Hopefully this works. Hopefully it's not too long. What is this thing doing? I don't know what it's doing. And why is it backward? Ooh, I don't like this. What are you doing, thing? Maybe it's not working. I'm just deleting all this because it's being weird. My whole keyboard is now backwards. Let's see here. Control B. Don't know why it's doing that. I'll have to make lunch. All right, man. Apparently this is not going to work. Chatbot, what are you doing? I have no idea what this thing's doing. It's being super weird. All right, well, I tried. Nightbot says Discord. It's right there. So you guys can go do it. Camden Park is due west of Charleston. Nice. That sounds like it's right. Daniel, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much, Sad Boy. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I'll be live tomorrow. I'll do daily so that way I can help you guys if you have questions for your, so you can get the double score in. And if you do, just make sure you stop by and ask them. And I'll be live, of course, to do the Quakecon stuff with Fallout tomorrow. All right, guys. Love you guys. Bye.